Hello Cancer, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your monthly reading, mid-month reading for month of December, and this reading only gonna be focusing on your love and relationship, that area of your life. It's gonna be shorter than the monthly. It's gonna be like a 4 card spread, and we are gonna talk about what kind of forces working against you, what is not aligning properly to manifest what you have in your heart space. Okay, I already did one short reading for you, but I just feel like do it another time. So I might just link that one, the short one, in the description box if you want to check that out. But this is gonna be your public video. Okay, all right, let's get into this. I'm not gonna take that guess. I haven't started. Cancer. Let's see what's at your heart space. What do you want, or what you know? What kind of energy? Two came out. In your heart space is death in reverse. Okay. Two the forces. One is 9 of Cups in reverse. Let's see. Oh wow, everything is reverse here. The force another is 3 of Cups in reverse and King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and let's see what you need to do. Page of Wands. That's your suggestion. Okay, very interesting. So with death in reverse, I feel like that you are it's gonna be a little hard reading for you, Cancer, but I'm just gonna say what I'm feeling like. Okay, like what I'm feeling. With death in reverse, with 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Cups in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and 3 of Cups in reverse. These are the two forces, two energy that working against this. So with death in reverse, it tells me that you do not want something to end. It tells me that there is some kind of huge change is happening in the person you are with, or in a relationship overall. It doesn't have to be designated to only to that person. It could be how relationship is being affected. You don't want this to end, or if it is not relationship ending, I feel like there is a certain kind of changes happening in your partner's life, in the person you are connecting with, in their life, and they are being they are not in their right mind space. They are, you don't want, with the death in reverse, that's what's your heart space. You don't want to just walk away from this, even though it's becoming extremely hard for you to stay. You love them and you want this to work out. You want, and I feel like it's not that you guys' relationship is not working out. I feel like there is something in their spiritual life or in their mind or in their emotional life is going really, it's extremely chaotic at this moment, and within this chaos you feel like there is no space for this relationship that you are trying to hold on to. You are trying to save it from ending. you know like because with nine of cups in reverse, three of cups in reverse, so nine of cups in reverse, nine of cups comes right before ten of cups. Ten of cups is inclusion. It's like a fulfillment of emotional fulfillment. At the same time, this emotional fulfillment transmit outside, which kind of brings you the material fulfillment, aspirational fulfillment, where everybody is included. It's not very bubbly. Ten of cups is not a bubbly kind of, like, love within bubble kind of energy. It's more spread out. It's like you feel so much love inside so that you can spread it out outside and include more people in this journey of harmonious and loving journey. You know what I mean? But in order to go to ten of cups, one has to be full. One has to, like, nine of cups is like very, you have to be very content with your own presence. You cannot just, nine of cups suggests that you cannot just look for happiness from outside. Oh, I need to be with that person, I need to be in that relationship, I need to be in that project in order to be happy, in order to be emotionally fulfilled. Nine of cups steps takes that you come to with this card, at least for this reading, I'm getting that it's suggesting that one, like, getting this fulfillment, getting this contentment, getting this satisfaction, and be just content with being with yourself. And with nine of cups in reverse, I feel like they have high degree of self like insecurity, and they are not feeling confident at all, and they feel like they need constant external validation to feel good about themselves, or even feel confident or feel self-esteemed or some kind of self-dignity. So they are hitting bottom, like, I feel like that. And it could be vice versa, take it as it resonates, okay? But I'm connecting with your energy, so I'm just gonna say they, you know how it goes, I'm just saying it, you know how it goes. So with nine of cups in reverse, I feel like there is a lot of lack of self-confidence, and like that, like that person is really feel uncomfortable just to be with themselves. There is like a lot of insecurity and lot of not accepting themselves. So with nine of cups in reverse and king of pentacles in reverse, I feel like this person, I think this is the phase that you are going through. Maybe there is like, I can see why you don't want this to end, because I feel like this connection here, this like opposing energy, I'm getting only for them, like their energy. I feel like you guys really used to have a lot of fun time, lot of understanding, lot of enjoyment, and like light time, like spending time with each other in a very comforting and very kind of jolly way, because they used to have their stability on ground. They used to, something happened, I don't know whether they are not only emotionally broken right now, they are also not broken, like, I don't like broken word, and like word broken. I feel like they are going through some phase where they do not feel that much of emotional confident in themselves like they used to do. With king of pentacles in reverse, I feel like they used to be very secure and kind of knowing what they're doing, very caring, taking care of themselves as well as taking care of this relationship. They are very much compassionate. They used to be very much compassionate, but some reason, it's not that they don't love you. They just, I don't know whether they are going through some kind of major depression or maybe some kind of financial loss or some kind of all of like this, it's like all of a downpour of their emotion, and that's because of where they are. They cannot be that three of cups, they cannot be that kind of happy. They cannot tap into this kind of energy of happiness or sharing because they have nothing to share right now. Because everything they have, like King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like they are not really feeling grounded. They are not really feeling self-confident with Nine of Cup reverse, and they feel like they have nothing to share, and they are kind of, with this energy I also feel they are kind of taking, kind of being aloof, kind of being into solitary and not really sharing that much because there is nothing for them to share. And you feel like it's, if this gonna go like this, it's gonna end, because you feel like you have no way to help this situation, and you have no way. And I feel like you have been trying to boost their self-confidence, you have been trying to boost their, like insecurity, and not boost their insecurity, I mean, you know what I mean, like boost their self-esteem to face their insecurity, or why they feel so uncomfortable being with themselves and cannot be alone and feeling all this insecure. You're trying to work on all these down areas right now, but I don't think, you feel like your energy is depleting and you feel like it's not gonna last if there is no effort from their side. But you know as I can feel here, it's not that they don't want to put effort, they are just not in the shape, neither in physical shape, not in mental shape, not in spiritual shape to do anything right now, because they are just hitting the rock bottom of their life right now. Whether they are communicating that with you or not, I'm not sure, but most, I'm getting that maybe for many of you, they are not really communicating all these things that's going down for them. They are just excluding themselves gradually, and you feel like, what is going on? Where is our connection? But these are the thing that they are facing, and these are the opposing force right now. That's not working here. But here I see that, because this position I kind of asked for, what is like what you need to do, what kind of energy you need to embody. It says Page of Wands. With Page of Wands, I feel like there is, you need to focus on like doing something that you like. Is this what he is saying? Like, not leave the relationship, but let them be on their own, and not constantly be worried about why there is so much silence, why there is no feeling of joy, why it feels like everything is dying down, and you are like, but of course you are gonna worry about it, because if you are in a, because I feel like you two are in a very much committed, very much solid relationship. Maybe you guys are already living in together or married, or like those kind of committed relationship. It's not just dating. And even if you're not into that kind of official commitment or whatever, but you feel very committed to this person, and they also feel very committed, and you guys kind of, it doesn't also feel like a new relationship. Maybe you guys have been building this relationship at least for a few months, a year, or years. So with Page of Wands and your advice, I feel like that is saying that divert your energy to something that you wanna do, and not only on their situation and on this relationship. Maybe find aspiration outside of this relationship. Okay, I'm gonna clarify. I'm gonna get another card for Page of Wands. Okay. strength. Yeah, with this strength, which is Leo card, Page of Wands, which is also fire card, like Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. With this two fire here and strength specifically, this is like one of the major arcana on this reading. For this reading, I feel like your advice is right now that it's gonna, just focus on yourself right now and let them be, because I don't think it's the problem of love here. I think you guys are very much solid when it comes to each other. It's just that they are dealing with a lot of things on their own, and you need to maybe just let that be, let them face all this thing on their own. You are there for support if they need you, but if you are constantly thinking about, if this relationship and the state of relationship and their state is constantly on your mind, it's only gonna deplete your energy, and you don't, because in heart space you don't want this relationship to end, and when it's gonna deplete your energy constantly, you're gonna feel like you are completely exhausted and you won't be able to survive this relationship. So right now, even though no matter how much hard is gonna feel like, but I feel like you need to focus on yourself and your aspiration. It doesn't have to be gigantic. Maybe if you always wanted to join a pottery class or some kind of drawing class or gardening, or you wanted to do your aspiration, you want to focus on your project or writing or painting or anything you do, like focus on your aspirations outside of this relationship. And it's gonna take a lot of strength to do that, because you care for them and you feel like, oh, it's gonna die down, and that kind of worry you. But the relationship is quite solid. It's not, the love is not the matter here. They just have a lot to deal with. You can be support, but whenever they need you, but you have to take care of yourself as well. Strength is focusing on yourself. That's the only way you can save this relationship without feeling very exhausted or depleted. I feel like they are going through a certain kind of journey on their own, that they need to figure that out by themselves. It's not gonna be quick fix. Sorry, it's gonna take few months, years. But right now, you can be in this relationship, but your focus needs to be shifted more towards you. Yes. And this thing gonna turn around when they can deal with all these things that they are going through. And right now they are feeling very overwhelmed with all this kind of negative energy kind of rushing to them, and really feel sorry for that. But they have to, this is the phase, this is the cycle that they need to go through on their own. You can be there as a backbone support, but you cannot solve things for them, you know what I mean? So keeping this relationship all the time on your mind, it's only gonna eat you from inside, and you won't be able to survive this relationship. So you need to focus on your external outside aspiration outside of this relationship and hone your strength. You need to focus on yourself. It's gonna be hard, but you need to tell that this is I'm doing for a better good, for a larger good. If I really want this relationship to survive, sometimes it's better to take yourself back from this relationship a little bit. Step back. Alright, I think